Moving in general is a pretty big deal, right? Moving from the Midwest to the desert Southwest is a huge deal. My name is Robert Craig. I'm a local real estate agent with eXp Realty out here in Tucson, Arizona. And what I've got for you today are the top 5 things that I did not expect when we moved out here to Tucson, Arizona. Now, maybe some of these you may already know, maybe not, but still number 5, I think you're gonna be really, really surprised. So stick around for number 5. If this is your first time on the channel and you wanna know everything there is to know about Tucson, hit that subscribe button and the little bell, and you'll be notified every single time we upload a new video. In this video, I'm gonna share the top 5 things I did not expect when moving to Tucson, Arizona. Number 1 on the list is the desert wildlife, basically. That's gonna include bugs, snakes, scorpions, javelinas, bobcats. Crazy. The amount of wildlife out here in the desert is absolutely nuts. I mean, it really is. Coming from the Midwest, coming from Chicago, we don't see these critters around. They're beautiful. I love them. I think they're really cool. I've got a 10-year-old daughter that is really scared of them. She saw a bobcat the other day and freaked out. They're not going to harm you. Stay away from them. You stay away from them, they'll stay away from you. But they are pretty intimidating, some of these things. So I was golfing, good story. I was golfing the other day and my ball went into the desert and I encountered a huge diamondback rattlesnake. The thing was monstrous.
Oh, no.
I was only about 2 or 3 feet away from it. Didn't have a club or anything in my hand to kind of thwart it off if I needed to, but
it was at this moment that he
thwart it off if I needed to, but he just rattled his tail. Oh, and I stepped away very slowly away from him. As not to get bit. So, but like I said, I love it out here. I love the wilderness. I love the wild, kind of how wild it is with the different animals. The javelinas are really cool as well. These wild boars, they're like these wild pigs, and they smell. They're really stinky as well in the morning to eat the garbage. But I think they're really cool. I love javelinas. I think they're pretty awesome. But anyway, the desert wildlife out here is crazy. That's one thing I did not expect. Number 2 on the list are the roads. Tucson, what the heck is going on with your roads out here? Being from the Midwest, I'm like, well, being from Chicago, the roads are pretty bad. I mean, there's a lot of potholes. They get a lot of snow and a lot of ice, and they use salt on the roads. Obviously breaks up. So they have an excuse for that. Here, I'm like, there's no snow and ice and there's no salt on the roads. There's a lot of heat though, obviously. So, I know that they're working on this as well. It's not forever. I see construction around pretty much every day when I'm driving around. There's I think it's called Prop 101. They're taxed. It's a taxation. It's like a half-cent tax for everyone here, and that goes into the fund to fix the roads. So I know that there's been talk they haven't upkept these roads for many years, but it really kind of seems like they're on top of it nowadays. I do see that as well. We see road construction around pretty much all over the valley here. So they're on top of it. It'll get better, but it's something I did not expect. Number 3 on the list, I did not expect all these bushes, plants to have needles and thorns on them. Some of these are beautiful plants, like the bougainvillea are beautiful flowers on these bushes, but man, they have huge needles, big needles on them. Obviously cactus, they're native, they have needles on them, and they have those to protect themselves from birds and other animals eating them. So, but we love to garden, me and my wife and my daughter, and that's one thing I did not expect, that pulling weeds and pulling kind of cleaning up the front yard, there's spikes on everything, even weeds. There's like thorns on those. So what we did discover is leather gloves are key if you're doing any sort of gardening. Went out to Home Depot and bought some gloves for the three of us, and we really don't have any issues. I did have an issue. I was pulling weeds and I got a couple of thorns in my finger, which are still there, which are really sore. But anyway, a pair of leather gloves is magic. That takes care of everything. So that's one thing I didn't expect, is everything to be like needly and thorny and everything. Top of it, it'll get better, but it's something I did not expect. Number 4 on the list is your house, the direction your house faces, right? So we bought a home out here, and we had good real estate agents that helped us with this. But this is something I did not expect, that your house needs to be situated, front of the house facing either north or south, and the rear of the house facing north or south. You don't want to be facing east and west. Obviously, that makes sense, right? So sun comes up in the east. Once that sun comes up out here in Arizona, you're done. It's like boom, 15 degrees or more. The temperature rises. So you don't want to be facing east and west, because you're going to get that full sun all day long. North and south, you get a little bit of shade on either side. So that was something I did not expect. And like I said, we had good agents that kind of guided us on that. I was down the block here with my buddy Jim, and man, their house was so hot. I said, I thought to myself, I wonder what direction his house faces, and sure as hell, he faces east and west. It was really, really hot in there, and I asked him what his bills are, and they're like almost double what ours are. So something to keep in mind, make sure your house is situated the proper way to, so as not to bake your house and have your heating bills be so high. And number 5 on the list, drum roll, is actually the weather out here. Now, I know what you're thinking, yeah, it's hot. Yeah, it's hot out there. It's really scorching hot. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it is. It is warm. But one thing I didn't really realize is that, again, and I thought this was BS, it's a dry heat. That is actually true. With the humidity in the air, so yesterday was about 97 degrees. We had about 5% humidity, and it was absolutely so pleasant. I mean, not sweating, no pit stains, no pit stains. It was actually very, very pleasant at 97 degrees, right? You think like, oh my gosh, 97 is crazy. It's too hot. Well, what I've was told as well, there's 5 seasons here, which is kind of cool. There's winter, spring, early summer, monsoon, and fall. I think I got those right, didn't I? Anyway, there's 5 seasons out here, and you can really feel the seasons. The monsoon season, we haven't experienced that yet, but that's going to be a lot of rain, a lot of wind, a lot of kind of bad storms. So one thing that was a big key for me was like, it's going to be hot. It's not that hot, guys, to be honest with you. Tucson is very pleasant. Very pleasant climate. Even at a 90 or 100 degree day, it's still very nice. I did not expect that. So there you have it, guys. Those are the 5 things I did not expect when we moved out to Arizona. So if you have any comments on this, or any questions, or want to add to the list, feel free to do that below. Comment below. If you guys need any more information or have any questions or whatever, put those below as well. Give us a call, give us a text, give us an email. We're here for you. Like I said before, we're your boots on the ground here in Tucson, Arizona. I want to provide, valuable content to you guys, be a resource for you guys. So, if you are considering or thinking about moving out to the desert Southwest down here in Tucson, it's a beautiful place. You'll have a little bit of a head start before you come out. So feel free to reach out anytime. Take care. Oh, and by the way, if you guys are planning on moving out here to Tucson, have a home to sell in whatever state that you're in, we have agents all over the United States that can help you guys out. We've got a great referral partners that'll take care of your home sale as well. So that's just another option for you guys.